Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my beauty empties, things that I have completely used up or have expired and has now become beauty trash. So I hope you'll stay tuned to hear my reviews of these empties. Thanks so much, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so I have this bag here of empties, things that I have saved up, of things I've completely gone through. And I'm just going to start pulling things from the bag randomly. So I'm going to start with the first thing I see, and that is the Badescu Skincare Aloe Vera Toner. I really did like this. It really did a good job. I felt of like cleansing and toning my skin for what was left after I did like my two-step process. It's very gentle on the skin. I highly recommend for sensitive skin. It does say sensitive skin on the side and dry skin. I have oily skin and I didn't feel like this competed with any of my other skin issues at all, and I would definitely repurchase, especially for the price point. If you're not familiar with this line, everything is very affordable. They do sacrifice some of the luxurious packaging. As you can see, it's pretty simple for the quality of their product. So definitely if you're looking for a quality product, I would highly recommend this brand. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to be talking about is a hair product. This is the Indie Hair Dry Shampoo #Come Clean. One thing I really loved about this dry shampoo is that it smells like watermelon. Like, it smells so good. I absolutely love the scent of it. It's different from any other dry shampoo that I have. It works very similar in the way or the fashion that the Pantene dry shampoo does. If you've used that, I feel like it's a very similar type of product. There's no heavy, white cast or anything. It's pretty clear and it absorbs into the hair nicely, and it's perfect if you want your hair to smell like watermelon. Sticking on the topic of dry shampoo, the next thing I have is Elizabeth & James Nirvana in the scent Bourbon dry shampoo, and this is the mini travel size, and this stuff is expensive. I think this little bottle is like $15 or $16, but it smells amazing. This is like, I think this one and then the rose scent from Elizabeth & James are my absolute favorites. They just take you to another place or something. They're so great, and I absolutely highly recommend them, especially the dry shampoo formula. It's one of my absolute favorites, if not my favorite of any dry shampoo I've tried. It does leave a little bit of a white cast, so beware if you have really dark hair. There may be some like gray cast depending on how heavy you go with this. So just something to be aware of. But if you like any of the scents from the Elizabeth & James brand, I highly recommend that you try their dry shampoos out, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. Okay, so the next thing in my bag is a Korean brand. This is the Face Shop, and I'm trying to remember. I think that I got this when I visited Toronto when I was in Canada, and this is the Rosewater Bright Lip and Eye Makeup Remover. Now, I love this for a lip remover. However, I would definitely not recommend for an eye makeup remover, just because I felt like I had to do too much tugging on my eyes. I would even like wet the cotton swab or cotton pad, let sit on my eyes for like a good 20 or 30 seconds and then try to wipe away, and I still had to go back several times over. So because of that reason alone, I would say probably a pass for me. I can't remember how much this was. I want to say it was like $15-ish US. Also, the other thing is that it was highly fragranced, and I just wasn't a fan. It was just very perfumey and almost a little too perfumey for me. So I will have to say pass on this particular product, which is sad because I love a lot of other things from the Face Shop, but this one just didn't work out for me, unfortunately. From Korea to Japan, we're going to move on to Boscia. This is the Makeup Breakup Cool Cleansing Oil, and I adore this. I absolutely love this as a first step cleanser in my routine. If you don't know, I do a two-step cleanse whenever I remove my makeup. So I do a first step to cleanse all the makeup and, grime, pollution, everything on the outer layer of my skin. And then I go on with the second step, usually something that's a little bit lighter, either water-based or something that does have a gentle foam to it, just to really cleanse the skin at that point before I go in with any of my serums or moisturizers and everything. But this stuff does such a great job at removing your eye makeup. It does such a great job at removing your face makeup. I mean, even when you have like a heavy, event makeup on, this stuff just really combats it really easily, but with being gentle on your skin at the same time, if that makes sense. So I will definitely be repurchasing this. I actually have already repurchased it, and I think I moved it from my vanity, but it's definitely a favorite of mine, that's for sure. Okay, so I have 2 micellar waters here that I have used up, and I'm including them together. The first one is the L'Oreal Micellar Cleansing Water. This is for normal to oily skin, for face, eyes, and lips. And the second one is the NYX Micellar Water in Stripped Off. Now, if you don't know this already, L'Oreal is the parent company to NYX. And as you can see, the packaging is nearly identical from the front even to the back of the products. And after using both of these, I feel like they're pretty similar. They're very, even down to the ingredients, I think there's only like one ingredient that's different from the two. I believe this one is cheaper unless you have like a coupon for the L'Oreal one, but I feel like these are pretty much match for match as far as how they perform. And I like them both. I think they both perform really well. I just don't know that there's much of a difference between one or the other. So if, one's cheaper, then I'm obviously going to go for the cheaper one over the, more expensive price tag if I were to buy this again. And I think I would buy it again. I like my simple one, but I do like the cap on these and how it's easy to squeeze out. For some reason with my simple micellar water, I feel like it just kind of like pours out on my cotton pad, where this one has a little bit more control. Still like the ones with the top pump where you get to like push it down. And I have had some bad ones of those as well too. If you see my micellar battle tests that I recently did, I'll put that down below. You'll see just because it has that cutesy pump top doesn't mean it necessarily works really well. But overall, I would repurchase again. All right, and then back onto hair, I have the Bumble Classic Hairspray. This is the 10-ounce can. This thing is giant, as you can see. It's like my whole arm right here. I absolutely love this classic hairspray. This is not for the faint of heart. This is like if you want a firm hold on your hair. So I really use this for updos more than anything else. So a little bit lasts me a really long time. So I can get away with, I think I've had this for like 2 years or something ridiculous. So although the price tag is hefty, I feel like I get a lot of use out of something like this, or you could easily go down to the travel size, which I want to say it's around like $18. But I really like this. I would definitely repurchase. It really keeps your hair in place. I will say there is a bit of a crunchy feeling with this. It doesn't look, wet on the hair, but it does keep things in place. If you were to spray it like all over, like if I were to spray it on my hair right now, it would definitely have more of like a crunchy, gritty feeling. So yes, would repurchase this. I haven't yet, but I certainly will. Okay, the next product that I have is a makeup product. So this one brings back fond memories for me because this was the first like liquid lipstick that I ever tried. This is by the brand Jane Iredale. It's in the shade Passion. It's actually considered a lip stain and gloss. It's called their lip fixations. So you get one side, which has this, very pretty red color. And then you get the other side, which is just like a super shiny gloss with like a little brush tip. And I really, really enjoyed this. This is what really opened me up to trying, the world of liquid lipsticks when this first came out. So I've had this probably for 2 or 3 years. So it's definitely gone bad. It has a weird smell to it. It's just not something I want to put near my face anymore, but I absolutely did love the formula. I think that the matte formulation of this side paired with the gloss formulation on this side worked really well together, and I also feel like they work beautifully on their own too. So I would highly recommend this if you've been interested in like a more natural brand or more cruelty-free line or mineral makeup. I think that's kind of Jane Iredale's shtick. So if that's something you are wanting to explore more of, then I think you would really like something like this. Okay, so my next thing I'm going to be talking about is the Jurlique Rosewater Balancing Mist. And this is I believe this is an Australian line. Yes, made in Australia. And this is just, it smells so beautiful. It just smells like a rosy, pretty spa. And I really like to use this after I cleanse my face as a toner. So it does say it's a balancing mist. So you can totally use this as a toner to balance the pH in your skin. And I really like how refreshing this is. It also works really great in your purse if you want to just, refresh your face on a hot day, or even if it's really cold in the winter and you have that heat, the heater constantly just dehydrating and drying out your skin and you just need a pick-me-up. This is great for that too. This is a little bit on the pricier side. I was lucky enough to purchase this, I think, at Marshall's or TJ Maxx for like half the price. I would totally buy it again if I saw it, and I would pay the full price as well. So I do really enjoy this. If you like anything like rose scented and you're looking for a toner that's not going to strip your skin but just be more hydrating, then I think this would be great for you. So this is the Jurlique Rosewater Balancing Mist, and I love it. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is the Smoothie Oats Sugar and Shea Breakfast Scrub with a great maple scent. This is from the brand Soap & Glory. I purchased mine at Ulta. This is a body scrub. As you can see, I've used like almost down to the very last bits of this. And this smells like breakfast. It really does smell like maple and pancakes and syrup. It smells amazing in the shower. It's one of my favorite things about this smoothie breakfast scrub. I really do like this. It's very gentle on the skin. I really do opt for sugar scrubs over salt scrubs just because I find that they're more soothing and not as harsh or abrasive on the skin. So they still exfoliate without just making your skin feel dry and cracked and like gross afterwards. So I would definitely recommend this one too. I have a lot of favorites in my empties, as you can see. So I was very anxious to get through all these products because I really like them. And the next thing that I have is the Soap & Glory. So I have another Soap & Glory product. It's the Orgasm, or I'll let you, I think you know what it says. But this is a body butter, and I just have like this mini size. I've completely used it down to the last drop. I will say this has like a bit of like a peppery kind of scent to it. It says it's scented with fresh green mandarin, Sicilian lemon, and sweet orange peel oils. But something about it, like, it almost smells like a peppery orange, and something about it kind of just makes me feel like something's off in the scent. And I just didn't love it. It's okay. I think there's other things that I love better, and I wouldn't repurchase this particular scent again. There's other ones from Soap & Glory I like better, so this will be a pass for me in the future. Okay, and the next thing I have is a makeup product. This is the Nars Radiant Cream Concealer, and this is in the shade Light. I think everyone on YouTube has talked about this concealer in the past few years because of its like cult status. I really like it. I highly recommend it. I've already repurchased one. It goes underneath the eye, so creamy, hence the name. I do feel like I've tried other concealers that are almost as good, like drugstore ones. What comes to mind recently, I've tried the Wet n Wild concealer, one of their newer ones. Let me see if I have it actually. Yeah, so this one right here, the Wet n Wild Photofocus concealer, I feel has a very similar formula to the Nars one. So if you know that you like or don't like this one as an affordable option, I think that would be a really good deterrent, or it could be a good inclination to buy this product or not buy it. So I definitely think these have a kind of similar consistency and quality. I slightly prefer the Nars one over the Wet n Wild one, but still hand in hand, I'd say it's only like a 10% difference as far as, how they apply, how they last, how they look underneath the eye. I feel like this one's just a little bit more radiant than this one. For the next ones, I have two brow products. This is the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and this is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. Now, as far as formula, I feel like these are very similar. However, as far as color, these are completely different. This one is in the shade, the Anastasia Beverly Hills is in Caramel, and the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Auburn. This one's definitely more bright brighter red than the caramel one. This is definitely more muted, kind of browny red versus the Auburn, which leans warmer toned and a little brighter than the caramel. So I kind of go back and forth between the two depending on like if my color's been refreshed, I'm reaching for the next one, versus if it's a little duller in the fall or darker, and I'm reaching for the caramel. So I do love both of these. I'll repurchase both of these again. I've already repurchased both, so I don't know what I'm saying. All right, the next thing I have in my Mary Poppins bag here is the Sephora Solid Brush Cleanser, and this is infused with argan oil. I've completely used it. You can see there's like a little brush cleaner pad that these come with, which I think is super nice. It's especially for the price to have something like that to help you clean at home, which is just wonderful. I have already purchased this. I have backups of this. I absolutely love it. It's so easy to clean my brushes, and you only take like a couple swirls in there, and then they're done. I just hang them to dry, and I love this stuff. So if you haven't tried this, I think it's better than the Beauty Blender Solid Cleanser. I think it's better than a lot of other ones that I've got as samples or tried out. This one just seems to not leave any residue. It doesn't leave any like weird fragrance on my brushes, but it makes them feel very clean, and they also look and rinse completely clean. So I absolutely love this. All right, and the next product I have is the Wet n Wild Photofocus setting spray. So it looks like this. It's very tiny. This is 1.52 fluid ounces. I don't have any sprays left in this, as you can see. And I really do love this setting spray. It does have a little bit of like a abrasive spray or squirt, so just beware. It does have a kind of like you're getting sprayed, but it's good. It lasts. It makes your makeup last all day. It really is a hairspray for your face without feeling like you have a bunch of stuff on your face. It's lightweight. I would definitely repurchase this again. I just have other setting sprays that I have to go through. There are some other ones from the drugstore I prefer better, like the Milani Make It Last spray, but in a pinch, I would totally buy this again. And the last thing that I have to go over is the Dr. Jart Neck and Chin Lift. And this is a sheet mask, as you can see down here with this little illustration. It's a sheet mask that you place on your neck, like right here, and then you hook it up to your ears and put it behind your ears like this, and you just let it set. I think it's for like 15 or 20 minutes. No, it was 30 minutes. That makes sense because I felt like it was on forever. So it's 30 minutes, and you leave it on, and it's supposed to help. Let me see what it says. Helps to lift and tighten the sagging skin, while the dots on the patch apply acupressure to improve circulation and enhance the delivery of concentrated ingredients. Yeah, I didn't feel like any of those things happened, so it's sad to leave this on a sour note, but I wouldn't recommend this product. I love other things from Dr. Jart. I like their micro water. I love their UV sunscreen and their BB creams and stuff, but this just didn't work out for me. I didn't see any results. I had 2 of these, and it was uncomfortable. It kind of like pinched on my ears. I don't know. I guess I have like a big jawline. So yeah, just didn't work for me, unfortunately. All right, guys, that concludes my product empties. I hope you found this information helpful. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. If not, leave your comments below so I can learn how to love some of the things that you love, or give me some of your favorite recommendations. I like those in the comments all the time because I'm always looking for the best in beauty out there. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.